Happy Friday. We made it. And these are your local first headlines from York County's news desk. City of Sanford is saving over $4 million. Yeah, that's a heck of a way to start the news, but it's true. When it comes to our new fire and EMS headquarters, Benchmark Construction was identified as the lowest responsive bidder with a total project bid of $17,222,000. That's approximately $4.39 million less than the amount approved by voters last year. Sanford is also being considered for $5 million in congressional district spending grant funding, which was applied for in April of this year. Congress is still deciding which projects receive the funding for next year. By the way, Benchmark plans to break ground next spring and have the job done by summer of 2027. Good news, right? Well, this is even more good news, because after this week, it is certainly needed. Yesterday morning, a story broke about an elderly woman in York wandering into the woods. It was reported that woman was suffering from dementia. But here's where the story gets good. Police said Sergeant John Rogers and K-9 Gunther were off duty at the time of 3:30 in the morning when the call came in, but they still answered the call, arrived quickly, and started to track a short distance from where the woman was last seen. After walking nearly a half mile, they found the woman in a snowbank. Officers immediately got the woman to an ambulance, and she was taken to the hospital where she was checked and warmed and expected to make a full recovery from falling into the snowbank. A story which could have been tragic if not great work from law enforcement who weren't even on duty. Shout out to Sergeant John Rogers and K-9 Gunther, and really the entire York Police Department. And as of this morning, we're 12 days away from New Year's Eve. Have you made your plans yet? And if not, don't worry. Back in the day, we would have things etched in stone by the middle of the month, but maybe not so much now. So if you don't have plans, which sounds like the better idea? A, going to a really good party. B, just going to bed, getting a good night's sleep. Or C, watching Netflix. Now, if you said C, guess what? You're like a lot of people in Maine. 35% of those surveyed said binge watching Netflix is the top way they'd like to ring in the new year. 24% would like to go to a big New Year's Eve party with friends. 20% of us want a good night's sleep. And get this, 10% of us actually said just sit around and scroll on our phone. Now, I get it, but imagine time hopping back to, let's just pick an arbitrary year, 1998, and telling everyone what the future is going to be like. Hey, you're from 2025. What's New Year's Eve look like? Well, interesting you should ask. 1 in 10 of us are content just to sit and look at our phone all night. I mean, I get phones are different now than they were back then, but still, just times are weird.
York County's morning show.